This is my third example para dun sa ating topic na one sample Z-test. Sabi dito, the Medical Rehabilitation Education Foundation reports that the average cost of rehabilitation for stroke victims is 740,160 pesos. To see if the average cost of rehabilitation at a particular hospital, a researcher selects a random sample of 35 stroke victims at the hospital and finds that the average cost of their rehabilitation is 820,290 pesos. The standard deviation of the population is 162,550 pesos. At alpha equal to 0.01, can it be concluded that the average cost of stroke rehabilitation at a particular hospital is different from the national, which is 740,160, or different from the population? Okay? Now, alamin natin yung assumptions for Z-test. Dapat ay normally distributed kapag less than 30 ang kanyang sample size. Pero, ang sample size natin is 35 greater than or equal to 30. At the same time, given din yung kanyang population standard deviation. And what else? Sample is random, okay? Sample is random, okay? So we can use Z-test. Now, we write down the given. Ang given natin ay we have the sample size, 35, n. Then given din yung population mean. Population mean natin, ito yung average cost of rehabilitation for stroke victims equal to 740,160 pesos. And then the population standard deviation of 162,550 pesos. And then our alpha, by the way, nag-sampling siya, lumabas ang sample mean of the average cost of the rehabilitation at that particular hospital is 820,000 pesos. Ito yung ating X bar. Okay? 820,290 pesos. And our alpha is 0.01. Okay? Now, ang tanong dito, can it be concluded that the average cost of stroke rehabilitation at a particular hospital is different from 740,160 pesos? So this is non-directional test. So we're going to use two-tailed test kasi ang keyword natin dito is different. So hindi nakalagay dito kung mas mataas ba sa population mean average cost ng rehabilitation ng population for stroke victims yung average cost of rehabilitation ng ating sample mean. So, hindi sinabing mas mataas o mas mababa, basta ang sinabi different. So, this is a non-directional test. So, we're going to use two-tailed test. Okay? So, write down natin yung kanyang alternative and null hypothesis. So, therefore, pag sinabi natin null hypothesis, sample mean do not differ from the population mean. So, therefore, our null hypothesis is mu equal to 740,160. And for our alternative hypothesis, this is different. Okay? So, the negation is it is not equal to 740,160 pesos. Not equal. So, non-directional two-tailed test. Okay? So, for our step 2, kunin natin yung critical value. The critical value kapag two-tailed test at alpha 0.01, ang kanyang critical value is positive negative 2.58. Pa-check na lang doon sa aking first example, yung table about critical values for one-tailed and two-tailed tests. Okay? Critical value is ito yung Z tabular value. Yung ating Z sub TV tabular value equal to plus or minus 2.58. And for our third step, we're going to compute for the Z value. Ito yung computed z-value. So we're going to use the formula z equals x bar minus mu sigma divided by square root of n. Substitute, we have 820,290 minus 740,160 divided by 162,550 divided by square root of sample size is 35. Okay, so 35. Ayun pala, nasulat ko, 35. So, okay, so using our scientific calculator, we have 8 fraction 820 290 minus 740,160. The bottom, we have 162,550 divided by square root of 35, then equals, our answer is 2.92. Okay, so z computed value is 2.92. Okay, compare ngayon natin yung ating computed z value dun sa ating critical value or z tabular value. Okay, that is our step number 4. Yan, ito muna. Muna tayo sa step 3. Ang ating critical value, since ito'y two-tailed na, andito yung negative 2.58. Ito yung ating rejection region. Sa other side naman, ito yung positive 2.58. Ito yung ating rejection region. Pero yung ating computed z value ay naandito sa right side pa ni positive 2.58. So, andito yung 2.92. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung ating computed z value nasa critical region o nasa rejection region. So, what is our decision? Since our z computed value, which is equal to 2.92, and this is greater than our tabular value or critical value, which is positive 2.58, our decision is reject the null hypothesis. So, ibig sabihin lamang nun, we have now an evidence to support na yung claim natin na average cost of stroke rehabilitation do sa particular hospital is different from 740,160. So, medyo mas mataas, no? As compared to the average cost of rehabilitation for stroke victims, which is 740,160 pesos. So, for step 5, summarize natin. Okay? There is enough evidence to support the claim that the average cost of stroke rehabilitation at a particular hospital is different from 740,160. So that is our answer for example number 3 about the topic one sample z-test. I'm going to give you an activity sheet for this topic. Thank you.